So stop it. I ain't knocking your little hustle, but watch it. I would hate to hear that loud ooh, chitty chitty bang, chitty chitty bang. Oh, them cannons ring, yes, them cannons.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Just as we were ready for air, it was the Colts emerging from the locker room to great fanfare here in Indy. They're ready to go as the Colts get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. Oh, a good return up past the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one. Force the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Crowd getting in it a bit already. Here's an early 3rd and 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
So after the INT, it's Kaepernick. And he's going to go down. It's a sack on Kaepernick.
Just not much a quarterback can do there, CD. The pressure was in his face almost instantaneously, led to a very quick sack.
And this came from the edge, and those pass rushers, they have so many tricks of the trade to get around blockers. They have a lot of tools in their kit. This was pure speed and athleticism on this play, though, and they could barely get a glove on him before he got the quarterback on the ground.
Here's Kaepernick to throw. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And the return this time will go out to the 4. Yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That'll be caught. It's Kupp. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
They'll set up to throw. To Michel on the screen. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. A give for Henderson running to the right. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They'll try and run. Henderson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the give, this is Mack. Mack's got the first down and then some. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. Well, this defense for the Rams, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And some nice running going to get him down close to a first down at the Rams 38. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for this with Mack. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the Colts field goal.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
A 55-yard attempt. Normally you'd say well within his range. Little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
They'll run with Henderson here to begin the drive. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll set up a throw. That's into the hands of Jacob Harris. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
On 2nd down, back to Henderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed it.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Darrell Henderson, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Rams add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Get a little closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Left side, Doyle with it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Wentz to Doyle there. 1st down, Colts.
Carson Wentz had Zach Ertz and later Dallas Goedert during his time in Philadelphia as excellent tight end. But I think he'll grow to like Jack Doyle as well with the Colts. That connection there gives him a 1st down.
Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play. On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. There he goes, right side. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Huge play by the defense, not only to force the fumble, obviously, but to return it for a touchdown.
And I know it's no fun for anyone who plays offense, but isn't it fun to see how a defense rallies when there's a fumble return and everyone tries to find someone to block and bring it all the way home?
I always like their celebrations because they don't get there that often.
No, they're not choreographed very well usually.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded right at the goal line. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. He's at the 30. Look at him go inside the 30. He will take this all the way. So that will push him back.
And now we know why he had a little extra space to run, don't we? An illegal block in the back. That penalty will move them back.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
43's the mic.
Play action. Now Wentz. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in his second week of the regular season. Now a throw here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. From midfield, here's Wentz. Campbell making the catch. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. I respect both sides on that play, CD. For him to be able to hold on to that football and the impressive tackle, wow.
Did you notice the look between the two of them as they came off the ground? That look did say the word respect.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He'll take a shot for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I believe I'm following their logic. Take the big shot downfield, loosen things up. You're hoping to get some points on the board before the half. Maybe now you come back and throw some underneath stuff in order to make sure you get a completion.
Oh, Pascal able to haul that one in. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll check this down to Hines. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. Wentz to throw again. Touchdown, Colts. It's complete. Jack Doyle from 13 yards out. And the Colts are on the board here in the final minute of the 1st half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football. Full half to be played. Set to begin their next drive. The Rams offense at the line. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run. A 1st down.
Deshaun Jackson is now with his 4th franchise in his 14th NFL season, but this one, a homecoming a little bit. He grew up in Long Beach, so playing for the Rams seems like a natural. Picks up a 1st down with that catch there.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Second and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Going up top for Cup. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Thus far, they haven't been able to move the line of scrimmage very well in the running game. Almost felt like they said in the huddle, can you guys pass protect? Let's take a big shot downfield. Didn't get it on that one, but they may come back to it again.
And to the 49-yard line, but no further, and obviously he is well short of the first. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return. This one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot. 2nd and 8 coming up. To throw is Wentz. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks. Now Wentz on third down. Finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A gain of 22. On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. The hit comes late. We saw it. There's your flag. And we know that there's a guideline, right? Ball's gone. You get one step. If you're within one step of the quarterback, you can hit him as long as it's still done legally. But anything outside of that looks like an extra step was involved. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Wentz. This goes out right to Doyle. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They fake the give. Now Wentz. And a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On play action, they'll throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jackson. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. From the gun, they run with Michelle. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 22-yard line.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. But now it's 3rd down.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. And the young buck, the rookie, just racked up his first career interception.
And how about the scouting department? They've got to be very happy right now because in NFL parlance, he's a 3rd-day selection. Anyone after the 4th round, that's big-time scouting right there. And what a great play he just made.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped. They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's Mack. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Wentz now to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Henderson. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter. Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's taken down inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hand.
Touchdown, Rams! Cooper Kupp. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Rams are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdowns scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive. Missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there. You're giving yourself a chance. You're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Hey.
Now Wentz. They'll run the screen with Mack. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll get this one to Pittman. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And they get 10 yards there and convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
24's the mark. Got one. 24's the mark.
Again, it's Wentz. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Shotgun now for Wentz. The toss here completed to Pittman. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
On third down, a run by Mack. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. Second and 6.
You got nothing. Mike's 43.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive.
43's the mic.
Taken in by Pascal out left. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. He'll drop to throw. And he'll find Henderson there. It's complete. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10. From the gun, a give to Henderson. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Corey Willis. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the veteran Richard Sherman. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, They frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Henderson, a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. 43 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. They find some open field here. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35. Well, he can certainly be a big asset in this passing game. He proves it right there. He makes the catch out of the backfield, and then off he goes.
Yeah, and this is nothing more than a simple screen pass, but he does a really nice job of showing patience and letting his blockers get out in front of him. And he turns it into really nice yardage.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the catch on the next-gen stats. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook, not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
This taken in at the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack.
A loss of 10 yards on the play. It's now 3rd down.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?